Hello, hello. Hopefully everything is working. Sorry it took a bit longer than normal to set up. Well, actually, not too much longer. But I was just a little bit distracted. Um, and I needed to go get a glass of water, and then I left something downstairs and I had to go grab that. Whatever. Hello, everybody. Let me just do my quick sound check. Testing, mic check, mic check. Hopefully I'm coming through okay. Test. Check, mic check, mic check. Testing. I think I'm fine. Hopefully I'm coming through okay on your end. Let me get the chat up, and I think I'm good. What's up? Hi there, speaking. Welcome. Yes, hello everybody to Sunday, where it is time for some more of The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD on the Wii U, on the Woo, on the Woo, on the Wii Woo. So yeah, I'm playing more Twilight Princess because we just got to do it. Where was I last time? Gerudo Desert. That was it. Yes. Hello, everybody. I hope everyone's having a wonderful week, wonderful weekend, wonderful day, all that lovely stuff. Hopefully, you can hear me okay, and I'm coming through all nice and good. I think so, hopefully. Yes, before I start, some things happened during the stream starting soon screen, so... Sorry. Well, first things first, thank you very much to ZomZom112 for following a couple days ago off stream. So wherever you may be, thank you very much for that. It's really appreciated. Secondly, thank you very much to Crow for the resub, the 2 months resub for a total of 38 months. Thank you very much for that. With a very sweet message to go along with it, so thank you very much for that. It's really nice of you. I very much appreciate it. Thank you very much. And then also thank you to Kazumu for raiding. So if anyone from the raid is still here, hello. I am Pixel Key. I play a lot of RPGs and platformers, and today I'm not really playing either of those things actually, but that's not like my go-to. I dabble in a little bit. I was pondering in my last stream as to whether or not I could be classified as a variety streamer or not, and I'm doing air quotes even though you can't see me. Yeah, so... but whatever, we're playing The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess today. I'm going a little bit all over the place with my schedule because I had it set so that Fridays would be Twilight Princess and Sundays would be Donkey Kong Bonanza, but I have since decided to cancel my playthrough of Donkey Kong Bonanza and just play it myself. I'm gonna refresh my capture for some reason, I don't know why it's bugging me. There's nothing wrong with it, I'm paranoid. Yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna cancel my my playthrough of Donkey Kong Bonanza, not because I'm not enjoying the game. No, quite the opposite, actually. So essentially, it's really just boils down to the fact that I think I would enjoy the game more if I was playing it on my own off stream, so I could fully immerse myself in it and enjoy it and not, have to, split my focus between streaming. It's not like I really enjoy streaming games, but there are just certain games that I think are better suited for just not streaming. But vice versa, there are some games that I think are enhanced by playing them on stream. Playing games off stream and playing games on stream, I like to think are two completely different experiences. Well, not completely different, but, two different experiences. The major difference between the two is that when I'm on stream, things that I would typically say in my head, I'm saying out loud. And then off stream, it's basically just that as well. But yeah, I decided that I wanted to play Donkey Kong Bonanza off stream. I actually resumed my playthrough just yesterday. So the 2 streams of Donkey Kong Bonanza that I've already done, I'm probably going to rename those on my VOD channel to imply that those are just first impression streams. and then that'll be that, and then I'll just continue playing on my own. Again, so yeah, I don't like canceling playthroughs, but you know, I got to do it if I feel like it's what I want to do, and it was what I wanted to do. So yeah, I was playing some more Donkey Kong just yesterday, again off stream, and yeah, I've been really vibing with the game. I've been enjoying it a lot. It's really nice to just kind of switch my brain off a little bit and just kind of fully, you know, immerse myself in it and just let the game, you know, just really get into it, you know. And it's difficult for me to do that on stream because I'm constantly, my focus is split. I'm talking the whole time. I kind of just want to like be silent and just, you know, absorb it all. Yeah, like again, there are some games that I think are just better suited for that, and some games that are better suited for streaming. You want an example of a game that I thought was enhanced by playing it on stream? Deltarune. Easily. I think my experience with that game was 100 times more fun because I played it on stream. And then I get to look back at those streams later down the line and reminisce on the first time I played, you know, chapters 3 and 4. It was a ton of fun. So yeah, this is just one of those cases. So I moved Twilight Princess to Fridays while I was playing Donkey Kong. But since I'm cancelling Donkey Kong, I guess Twilight Princess is back to being on Sundays. And yeah, so that hence why I'm playing it today. Although it has been over a week since the last time I played this game, and since the last time I streamed in general. The last time I streamed was with this game. Let's see. The last time I played this game was last week on Friday, so it has been a week and 2 days, because I didn't stream on Friday this week, which is very irregular. I usually don't skip streams like that. The reason that I did was because last week we had we had another heat wave here in the UK, and there wasn't really a good day to stream. I don't want to stream on days that are too hot, because it's just very uncomfortable. I'm not going to be able to like fully enjoy myself or focus or, you know, any of that stuff. So if it's too hot, I have a certain like limit on, once the temperature gets to a certain level, then it's like, okay, I can't stream on this day. So yeah, but today we are just about under that threshold. It's actually going to be way better this week, just a lot more, temperature's going to be a lot lower throughout the whole week, so I should be a lot better to stream. I don't know, maybe I'm being a bit of a baby by not streaming if it gets too hot, but my comfort level is important when I'm trying to enjoy playing a game and streaming a game and all that stuff. I could just like if I'm playing a game off stream and it's really hot, I usually just crank up the fan, but I can't really do that when I'm streaming because it'll interfere with my microphone. So yeah, it's tricky. So yeah, it's a lot better today. It might get a bit toasty, is a little bit toasty, but I should be ultimately decent for streaming today. So there we go. But yeah, that's why I wasn't able to stream earlier this week, which is a shame because I don't like skipping streams, but hey, it's, you know, it can't be helped. I could have just tried streaming anyway, but I didn't want to do that, so I don't want to stream unless I'm gonna I feel like I'm gonna enjoy myself, so yeah. But yes, getting back to Twilight Princess though, this is stream number, I don't even know what, 6? I don't know, this is stream number whatever. It's occurring to me now that Twilight Princess is a bit longer than the other Zelda games that I've streamed so far. Like I streamed Wind Waker last year, and Minish Cap I think also last year, maybe at the beginning of this year, I don't remember. And those games were a lot shorter. I feel like I was like basically almost done with them by this point. But no, we've still got a good chunk of this game left. I'd say I'm like maybe 2/3 of the way through the game. Maybe not even that. Maybe like 3/5 or something. There's like I don't know, like 3-4 more dungeons left to go. Like we've got the Arbiter's Grounds, which is where we're about to go, and then we got the Snow Peak, we got the Temple of Time, we got the City in the Sky, and then we got Hyrule Castle at the end. Yeah, we got like 4 or 5 dungeons left to go. It's pretty crazy how much there is to do in this game. This is a bit of a meatier Zelda game. Are these guys ever gonna stop spawning, or am I wasting my time? I'll just ignore them. So yeah, we've got quite a bit to do, so we've got to get to it. Hopefully the volume is okay. I'll try to keep an eye on it as we go. Might be a bit quiet here and there, but the sound effects in this game seem to be kind of high a lot of the time. So, I don't know. But anyway, when last we left off, I think in the previous stream I just did the Lake Bed Temple, I think it was, where we went to bed in a lake. No, just kidding. It was the Water Temple, the infamous Water Temple. Zelda games are known for their water temples. And yeah, the Lakebed Temple, a bit complicated, but nothing I couldn't handle. Also, I had done it before a few times, so I knew what I was doing. But yeah, we did the Lakebed Temple, we fought the boss, we got the third of the fused shadows, but then bippity boppity boop, Zant came along and was like, no, I'm ganking these, and I'm gonna shove a rock in your face. And then he did that. And we got turned into wolf form, and he also turned Midna into a chunk of ham. And then she nearly died, but then we went to go see Zelda, and we were like, hey, fix it. And then she was like, okay. And then she deleted herself to save Midna's life, and then she was like, oh yeah, you can remove that rock out of your noggin if you get the Master Sword. So we went to get the Master Sword, and now we have that. We have the super special plot sword. And then Midna was like, hey, can you do me a solid and get this magical mirror? Because it's the only way we can get to the Twilight Realm, so we can give Zant a good, smack on the head. So that's the goal. The mirror is being kept in the Arbiter's grounds, which is way over there. So here we are in Gerudo Desert to go get the mirror and get into their Twilight Realm. I don't know. I don't want to go into the Twilight Realm. The Twilight Toilet Realm. But no, we're going to the Twilight Realm so we can go punch Zant in his little face. So that's the goal. Can these things leave me but the hell alone? God, annoying. So yeah, that's the gist as I know it. It's been over a week since I last played this, so I might need to get back into the groove, evidently, because I'm already halfway low on my health. But that's only because these little buggers are being very obnoxious. We now have the ability to transform between my... Oh, there's a bot in the chat. Yikes. Yikes. You're not the kind of bots that I wish to interact with. Yikes. Nuh-uh. But yeah, we're going there. We got the ability to transform between wolf and Hylian forms whenever we want to. And this is a good time to bring up that I have a new channel point redeem. I hope it's actually there. Let me just quickly check it. I don't care about that stuff.
Gotta give it my all.
Yeah, so I got a new channel point redeem. I hope it's listed here. I think it should be. Yeah, there it is. You have to scroll down a little bit. Called Change Forms. It is, now that we have the ability... So what I've been doing up to this point is that I have a wolf form of my own to coincide with Link's wolf form. And whenever Link would transform in the game, I would transform myself with my PNG tuber. But since we're now at a point where I can transform at the touch of a button, it'll be a little bit annoying to constantly swap my PNG tuber in and out every time I switched. So I decided to make it a channel point redeem so that any viewers who would like to can redeem their channel points to have me change whenever they want. Though the channel point does have like a 30-minute cooldown because I don't want to have to keep switching constantly if people decide to spam it. So yeah, you can do that if you like. I'm in my Hylian form for now, but if anyone wants me to become as wolf, you can go ahead and do that. I have a timer in my chat where my bot will remind people that the channel point exists. Hopefully that works. Yeah, so that is the gist on that. So you can have me become wolf if you like. You know, and who knows, maybe I'll decide to just change on my own if I feel like it. If I feel like a little bit of change. If I want to, you know, be a bit more floofy. But yeah, it's all good. But thank you very much for the follow there. Is that fat? Oh wait, I gotta really look at that name. Famodism? Oh wait, famimodism? I don't know. Sorry, if I'm saying your name wrong, feel free to correct me. It is A-OK. Sorry if I did get that wrong, but thank you very much for the follow. Very much appreciated, of course. Alright, I gotta get back into the groove of this game. I gotta be grooving. Just gonna turn up my volume. Phew. Yeah, so being able to stream has been difficult because it's been too hot. And I know, like, it's way warmer in other parts of the world, and, you know, I shouldn't be complaining about, you know, my 27 degree whatever, degrees Celsius, that is. But, you know, I feel the need to remind people that in the UK, it gets very humid, and our houses are built to keep heat trapped inside. So whatever temperature it is outside, it's probably a lot worse indoors, which is where I typically spend my time. So yeah, it's not very fun. So, but it's a lot better today, and it's going to be a lot better for the rest of the week, the rest of next week, that is. It's also made it difficult to do recordings for my videos, but I did a recording session yesterday because it was quite good yesterday. And I managed to get a lot done there, and I felt pretty good about it. Also, hi there, Texo. Yay, new stream. Ah, what such enthusiasm. I like to hear it. Hope you're doing alright. Welcome on in. Rain time. Yeah, I think I could go for some rain. Oh, I got a whisper. Oh. Oh, okay. I just got a whisper on Twitch. I just wanted to read that real quick. I'm doing very alright. My book got 103 views. That's fantastic. That's great. In the triple digits. Not bad. I haven't had a chance to read it yet. I swear I've got it tabbed on Google Chrome. Like, I have it tabbed on my phone and it's there and I keep seeing it, but it keeps on catching me at a time where I'm, like, busy doing something, so... Like, I've had time to read it, it's just I never think of it at that point, so... I will get around to it, because it is still there, and I like, look... Like, I glance at it every now and then whenever I open up Google on my phone. So I will read it, but congratulations on getting 100 views, that's fantastic. Important step, indeed. I gotta kill these things. But they're all in a bunch. Don't get your Twilight monsters in a bunch. Actually do that, because you gotta kill them in one go. Yay, more views! Yeah, hopefully you keep on continuing to get more views. I know how nice that feels. Yeah, I'll be sure to read it when I get the chance. I just finished writing a battle just now. Oh, cool. That must be hard. Aren't I supposed to be interacting with this? Oh, right. Okay, there we go. What is this thing? I do believe this is the Bridge of Eldin. So we just gotta, you know, snap, crackle, pop, and put it back on there. Apparently we have to be wolf to do that. My next chapter will have at least 7k words. That's a beefy chapter. I believe. I'm not a writer, so I don't have any frame of reference, but dude, I have to handle at least 7 characters at once. It's so hard, really. Yeah, I can't imagine. I've never done writing like that before. Like, I've never written a story. The only writing I've done is for my video scripts, and that's just really... But I'm not writing a story there, I'm just writing what I think about things. I'm just saying what I'm thinking. And that's relatively easier than writing, you know, like a story with characters and stuff happening. So yeah. Okay, so we put the Bridge of Eldin back where it was, and so yeah, now we can cross the bridge whenever we want to. Pretty snazzy, huh? Let's see. Is there anything to find around here? Ow. Fun fact about the Bridge of Eldin is that it's a stage in Super Smash Bros. I believe it was added in Super Smash Bros. Brawl, but I think it's in Ultimate as well. One of the gimmicks of that stage is that this chunk of the bridge will disappear, and then a portal will bring it back later, which is pretty cool. In the Super Smash Bros. Stage, though, it crumbles on its own when the monster rides through it. But in this game, it doesn't crumble on its own. It gets, like, warped away by the shadow monsters. So, tad inaccurate, but who cares? Makes for a more interesting stage. Also, I keep on getting hit with all this random crap, like the little sand monsters, and I keep getting hit with arrows, and now I'm almost dead because of it. I should write a book about a girl that can stop time for certain objects. Like, let's say the time is going, but the train is stopped in time. Is that a good idea? That sounds interesting. I love time travel stuff. If you want to like appeal to me or people like me, time travel or time loops or timey-wimey shenanigans of any kind is my jam. I love that stuff. The ability to stop time on an object sounds really cool. I wonder what kind of story you could make out of that. It sounds really cool. It reminds me of the ability in The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom called Recall, which isn't stopping time on an object, it reverses time on an object. So like if you threw a rock, you could recall it and then it would travel back to the position it was at when you threw it. Stuff like that. That's what it reminds me of. I think video game concepts and video game mechanics are always really cool for stories. Because who knows what you could do with stuff like that. You know, the options are endless. The potential. I have more ideas. I have an idea called L Soul, short for Lost Soul. Or Lemon Soul. A boy lost his soul, and a girl has the ability to change souls, and she changes souls with the boy until they find his soul. Is that a good idea? I can give my opinion. That certainly sounds interesting. I think like it's not so much the idea; it's all about the execution. You know, both of those sound like interesting, like fantasy, supernatural concepts. You know. So a boy who loses a soul and can change souls. That is interesting. I like that idea. It sounds like it could that might be a fun concept. I'm nearly out of oil. You can be rude. I need real feedback. I am being honest. If I can't talk. I mean, I don't want to be rude, and it's not. I mean, if I didn't think they were good ideas, I would tell you. It's you know, again, it's the execution that's important, not the idea itself. I mean, okay, the idea is important to an extent, obviously, but you know, but both sound like good ideas. If you can make a good story out of it, I think that'd be cool. But you know, I like that kind of stuff. I like that kind of supernatural concepts and you know, timey-wimey stuff. That appeals to me personally. I got a little bit sidetracked. I was supposed to be at Gerudo Desert, but then I saw stuff to interact with, so. Perfect, then it's settled. Cool. Good luck with your writing then. Be interested to see what you can come up with. Okay, we're back. I think now that we've taken the Bridge of Elden away from here, we've actually opened up this cavern. But I'm going to actually ignore it for now because it is an optional. It's not really a dungeon, it's more of a gauntlet. It's an optional gauntlet where it's essentially a series of rooms where you have to fight a bunch of monsters, one after the other, for rewards. But I'm not going to do that now because it's kind of time consuming and I just want to focus on making progress for now. I'll wait until I get a bit more stronger, get a bit more health, and I'm a bit more prepared for it. Because I'm not that prepared for it right now. Now that we can transform into a wolf whenever we want, I have the ability to teleport, so if I need to go get potions or something, I can quickly just go do that. Oh, you suck. These little sandworm things are really getting on my goat. If that's a saying, I don't know. They're getting on my... getting all up on my nerves. I have a long way to go for Doctor Assist. What diff are you on? Like difficulty? I'm on hero mode, which is hard mode. I assume that's what you mean. Yeah, this game only has two difficulties. It has the normal mode, and it has hero mode. I think the only thing different in hero mode is that you take double the damage, and recovery hearts don't appear. So usually when you cut grass or defeat enemies or destroy jars and stuff, usually hearts pop out to heal with. Yeah, that doesn't happen in hero mode, and you take double the damage. There is actually a way to make the game even harder, where you take 4 times the damage. If you scan the Ganondorf amiibo on the Wii U gamepad, then it'll make it so that you take 4 times the amount of damage. But I'm not doing that because that sounds like hell. I do have the Ganondorf amiibo, but I'm not doing that. Because that just doesn't sound fun. I like a good challenge, but there is a line, and Ganondorf is the line. I want this. Okay, I'm gonna have to wait. Yes, hero mode. And why would you do that? I don't know. Some people like that challenge, I guess. But that just sounds like an easy way to make the game not fun anymore. Unless you're just that good at it, I don't know. Are you 100%? No, I don't intend on 100%ing this game. Same kind of thing for when I was streaming Wind Waker last year. I'm basically just going to do as much content as I feel comfortable doing. I'm not going to 100% the game, but I'm not rushing through it either. If there's like a side quest I really want to do, or you know, something I really want to go for, then I'll do it. But I'm not doing everything. So you know, I'm exploring, I'm finding stuff. You know, I'm a pretty slow player, is the thing. I like to explore. I like to find all the things. I was playing a game with my friend recently. We were playing a Lego game with a friend of mine recently. And I think we both caught on to the fact that our playstyles are kind of opposite, which is actually kind of cool, but I hope I wasn't bothering him or anything. Yeah, like I'm very slow and I just want to like explore and find all the things and collect everything, while my friend is you know, more the speedrunner type. And was like very go go go. So yeah, I hope we weren't butting heads too much. It was all in good fun. I kind of appreciate that. Crap. Okay, it's too hard for mods. I left Celeste. Oh really? I haven't played Celeste. That's on my to-do list, I think. I keep hearing about how good Celeste is. And I believe it, because I feel like, yeah, there's got to be something to it, right? I believe that Celeste is as good as people say. So I wanna give it a try at some point. But I don't know, because like the thing I hear about Celeste all the time is that it's really hard. But I like a challenge, but I don't know, I don't want to play a game if it's going to frustrate me. But maybe it's not that kind of game. Maybe it's hard, but, you know, fair. Not the frustrating kind of difficult. Because I like, avoided Cuphead for a long time for a similar reason. Because, like, I like the challenge, but I don't want to play a game if it's just going to frustrate me. But then I tried Cuphead and I was like, yeah, this is challenging, but not, like, frustrating. It's very fair. And very, like, it's kind of like that fun kind of... You just gotta keep trying, and then it's really satisfying when you get it. I miss Cuphead. I want to play it again. That was a fun game. I streamed my entire first playthrough of Cuphead, and it was a lot of fun. I was the first one to do all the chapters deathless in my country on Celeste, by the way. Wow, really? Crazy. Congrats for that. The first. It's quite a high honor. Farewell Golden was something. Yeah, I should give Celeste a go. I should put it on my wish list, and if I catch it on a sale, I should give it a shot. That might be a good game to stream, perhaps. Maybe I should stream it. Okay, I'm gonna run out of lantern stuff. Yeah, the first. That's why I quit. My lantern oil's about to run out. Hopefully I don't need it for anything else. Okay, I'll be back from my phone. Sure. I will welcome you when you're on your phone. I've been playing so much Zelda lately. I hope I don't get Zelda burnout. I mentioned a few times, but I've been recently replaying through Skyward Sword. Partially because I just wanted to play it. Also, I recently got new Joy-Cons with my Switch 2. So, because my old Joy-Cons with my Switch 1 were drifting, so I didn't want to... And, you know, Skyward Sword is one of the only games on my Switch that I use Joy-Cons for. So, yeah, I was playing Skyward Sword, and I finished it the other day. And man, what a nice game. I like that game a lot. But it just does mean that I've just been playing so much Zelda lately. So I might need to take a bit of a Zelda break, because I don't want to burn myself out on too much Zelda. But Zelda is fun though, isn't it? And I mean, right before I started playing Skyward Sword, I did another playthrough of Breath of the Wild because the Switch 2 edition came out. And that was fun too. It's crazy how even though I've been playing so much Zelda, I'm not really, like, that fed up of it, actually. Like, I'm worried that I might get that way, but I'm still pretty good. Like, I'm here playing Twilight Princess, and, you know, I'm loving it. I'm loving it like a bum. Okay, I'm gonna scoop this magical goo. What is this? You got rare chew jelly in your bottle. Set it and drink it, replenish all your life energy, and for a while boost attack strength. That is freaking good stuff. I'm glad I... Ah! I was not looking. It bears repeating that I'm playing with the Wii U gamepad. So if there's ever a point where I'm standing not doing anything in the game, like if I'm just standing still for a little bit, it's probably because I'm looking at the gamepad screen. Okay, is there anything in here that I need? Was it just the chews? Because I got some rare chew jelly, and that's like super good. I didn't even know rare chew jelly was a thing, or at least I probably forgot it was a thing. I've got something that I think about a lot No, that's a lie. I don't think about it a lot. I literally only think about it whenever it happens to come up. I don't know why I said I was thinking about it a lot. I don't know. Something that I've been thinking about, because a few people have told me this, and I'm pretty sure I've mentioned this probably in my previous stream, if I recall. I've had a lot of viewers, especially recently, claim that I am a very chill kind of streamer. Which is interesting to hear, because I never really thought about it like that. I mean, I knew, like, I'm not, that eccentric or loud or, hype or hyperactive, like I was aware of that, but I didn't think I was chill. I know I have chill as like one of my stream tags, but that wasn't because of me necessarily. That was more because of like the games I play, I guess. I don't know. But a lot of people lately have been claiming that they think I got like a chill vibe, and it's actually really nice to hear. It's not a bad thing that people claim that I am a more chill streamer. I think it's quite nice. It's just I didn't really think that way. I used to be kind of self-conscious about my voice, and I didn't think I had a very chill voice. And maybe it's not my voice that people think is chill, but just, the way that I talk and the things that I say. That's more chill. But I used to be a little bit self-conscious about my voice, because I thought that my voice, from the perspective of other people, sounded quite annoying. Like, a bit too, like I have a nerd voice. um, but I don't know what it is about me that people find chill. If that is the case. But I used to think that I'm not chill because my voice sounds too... I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to explain it aside from the fact that I thought I had like a very nerd voice. And maybe I do, but I guess that doesn't mean bad. I'm a lot more okay with my voice nowadays. I've had to listen to it when it comes to like editing my streams and making my videos and recording my voice. I've taken the time to get very used to the way my voice sounds, and I'm personally okay with it. But I always thought to myself, if someone in my chat told me, "Oh, you have an annoying voice," I'd be like, "Yeah, okay, I get that. I can see it. Fair enough." I was going to get that Poe, but it went away. But I don't know, maybe my voice is okay, and I'm just being paranoid, as I tend to do. I got bit in the face. Okay, what you got for me this time, Sensei? We meet again. At last, the skills I have to teach you have entered the realm of true secrecy. They are forgotten ways that do not leave our bloodline. Among the techniques I shall be teaching, you are some that... well, I can't read. Among the techniques I shall be teaching you are some that may even endanger you. Do you feel ready to learn these skills? No, just kidding, I do. Lay it on me. Very well. But before we begin, I must test you to ensure that you have mastered the last skill I taught you, the Helm Splitter. Oh, I completely forgot I had that. It's the thing where you go swoosh and then blow. It's where you gotta bop him with your shield. I forgot I had that. Excellent! It appears you are certainly capable of performing my lost art. Very well. My fifth hidden skill is the Mortal Draw. Let it be honed into your mind. Yeah, hone it. Hone it right in there. The ways of the sword are known to many creatures, and some have strengthened their guards against shield attacks and backslices. Should you encounter such a foe, the Mortal Draw that I am about to teach you is most effective. You must sheath your sword and cast aside the most basic of sword skills, the ZL target. You can't take away my beloved ZL target. You must wait until your foe is upon you. Then, before the enemy can see through your ruse, you must quickly draw your blade with A. With A. There is no defense for this. The Mortal Draw deals death. Very well, now try it. Oh yeah, will it one-shot Ganondorf? What about that? So you do that. I'm probably going to forget I have that because it's a move that requires me to not lock on, which is against my basic instinct. That was a pointed strike. But do not forget that this technique leaves your life at risk. The 5th hidden skill, the Mortal Draw, has been passed on. Is that the last one? I don't remember if there's another one. Is that all of them? There are 2 of them? I don't remember what they are. There are 2 hidden skills for you to learn. Do not neglect your daily sword training between now and the time you come to learn the next. May we meet again. I have no idea what the next 2 skills are. I don't remember them at all. I remember the Mortal Draw, but any of the others I have no idea. Is it like an upgraded spin attack, maybe? Oh, I think he gives you an upgraded jump attack, now that I think about it, where you can charge it up and just go ballistic. I don't know what the second one is, though. Maybe it is like a better spin attack or something. That was a thing in Wind Waker. I don't know if it's a thing in this game, though. Legend of Zelda, the Weed Whacker. I'm going to up the game's volume a bit, because I get the feeling that it's might be a bit quiet on your end. It's hard to tell. The thing with this game is that the sound effects for, like, hitting monsters are really loud, so I kind of have to base the volume around that. So... Oh, this is the part of the game where you can sniperfy everyone. Where you have to infiltrate the base. Intriviolate the base. I don't know if that's a word. Oh. His sniper skills do not match mine. Ooh, I don't know if I can get that. Oh! That was quite impressive, let's face it. So I was just playing Skyward Sword, right? And playing this game right after that, I'm realizing that the gyroscope aiming on the Wii U gamepad is, like, way better than on the Switch. Which is weird, because you think it'd be the other way around. Oh, blocked it. But yeah, the gyroscope aiming on the Switch, I feel like it tends to drift a lot. But here on the Wii U, it's like I point, and then the gyroscope kicks in, and I'm holding the controller completely still, and Link is holding it still, and then I make the tiniest of movements, and Link does it. It's so good in this game, but on Skyward Sword at least, or just on the Switch, it's just not as good. The aiming reticle tends to drift a bit, and I'm like, how did you get it so good on the Wii U? But it's not as good on Switch. It's not like it's bad on Switch. I really like gyroscope aiming. It's good for precision. So this is some sneaky business. Yeah, it's not bad on the Switch. I just feel like it's better on the Wii U, and I'm like, how did you do that? How'd you do that? What you doing? I like that I'm infiltrating this base in the daytime. Usually whenever I play this bit, I'm at nighttime. Just one of those things. I like it better when it's daytime in games, just generally, and in real life as well. I just don't like nighttime. I think nighttime is it's not like I'm scared of the dark or anything, or at least most of the time. I just don't like nighttime in games most of the time. If a game has a day-night cycle, I do find myself going out of my way to make it daytime by, like, resting or something, just so that it's daytime, because I prefer it that way. Now the sun's going down. Let's see. Ooh. They're both powerful in this game. I got that upgraded quiver from that minigame in Castletown, so that's helpful. Although I don't think I really need it, I'm not really running out of arrows. That's never really been a thing in Zelda games. I very rarely run out of stuff, like bombs or arrows or whatever. It doesn't happen a lot. Maybe that's because I always get the upgrades, but I never feel like I'm anywhere close to running out either. Oh my god, my messages work. Hi! Oh, why are you surprised that your messages work? I have to eat soon, so I'll be back. Sure, sure. Is it okay if I ask what you are eating today? Just kind of curious. Oh, they didn't? Oh, they weren't working? Oh, interesting. Huh. Must have been a weird connection issue or something. It's a Romanian dish. Interesting. I just had a pie. I just had a pie earlier. I got a key. You got a small key. It'll open a locked door, but only in this area. The best one, called Mamaliga. That sounds that sounds nice. It also sounds like a monster from Monster Hunter. Also, fun fact: if you destroy this pig. Oh, I just realized that this pig is the same one that they're riding outside. So they just cook their own pig steeds. That's kind of crazy. But fun fact, if you destroy it, then it'll drop something. It'll drop a piece of heart. A fresh pig's heart, just for me, that I shall consume and gain its power. Delicious. Oh, the first one, Mamaliga. Are you 100%ing it? Oh, like 100%ing this game? Nah, I'm not. I'm like maybe you didn't hear me answer this question earlier. But I'm not 100%ing this game. I'm just kind of I'm like playing as much as I feel I'm comfortable with. Like I'm not rushing through it. I do want to like, you know, do mini games and do some side quests, but I'm not going out of my way to 100% it. I'm doing like a lot of the stuff, but I'm not doing everything. Yeah, again, I'm doing as much as I feel comfortable doing. Because, you know, 100%ing this on stream, that's a tall order. Oh, crap. Hello, pig. Hello. We meet again. Is this the same? Oh! Ouch! That was rude. You're a fool, though, because I have the mortal draw now. Whoa! He doesn't know about my sword skills. Oh, I'm too quick. He can't catch me. Whoops. Oh no, you just can't handle it. Oh, ooh. Oh no, you missed. Oh dearie me. Oh no. Oh dear, you died a little bit. Oh no. It's because I learned all those sword skills, you know. You should. Like I should 100% it? I don't know. I don't know. I like to 100% games on stream if they're like collectathon platformers or something, but for like a, you know, action adventure game like this, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff. I'd have to collect all the pose and stuff, and that'll take a while. That smug ass just set this thing on fire because he was butthurt about losing. Okay, let's go. Away, pig! I hope opponent doesn't get jealous that I'm riding a different animal for once. Okay, here we are. We made it. The Arbiter's Grounds. This is like supposedly like a I don't know, what is the Arbiter's Grounds? I think it's kind of like a burial site of some kind. Or like people died here or some well, this is where executions happened, I think. Or something like that. So it sounds like a well-cheery place. We're gonna love it here. Oh, there's a Poe. What ho? A Poe? Poes look mega creepy in this game. But then again, everything in this game looks mega creepy compared to other Zelda games. Like, I think in the Wind Waker, the Poes looked pretty cute, because they kind of just looked like they were little skull boys wearing jammies. They were wearing little onesies. I actually sent a picture of them to my twin the other day and was like, if you ever cosplay, you should cosplay as the Poes from Wind Waker, because you can just wear like a little onesie with a little skull mask. And they seem pretty into that idea. Okay, can I save lantern oil if I just shoot through the fire? Is this going to work? No. I have a tiny little smidge of lantern oil left. Hopefully it's enough. No! Crap. Okay, maybe now we can get creative. Hold on. No, can you not light torches in this game? You could do that in Ocarina. God damn it. Well, that's annoying. What about... Now what do I do? Maybe there's some lantern oil in the dungeon? I'll come... Mental note to go light that torch. Because that's going to bug the hell out of me. If I get some lantern oil in this dungeon, I will just leave and go get that real quick so I don't have to think about it anymore. Here we are. This dungeon's pretty cool. It has a pretty cool boss, like a fan favorite. So much that they put it into Link's crossbow training. Which I wonder if I should play that. Should I play Link's crossbow training? Anyway, here we are in the Arbiter's Grounds. I know I keep saying it, but that's just because I think it's a cool name. Fun fact about this place is that you can find it in Breath of the Wild. Or at least there is a place in Gerudo Desert with the exact same name in Breath of the Wild. I don't know if it's the exact same place, but probably it's a reference. It's very obvious. What's cool about this dungeon is that now that we have the ability to switch between our Hylian and Wolf forms at will, this dungeon makes use of that, which is cool. I don't think there are actually many dungeons in this game that actually utilize the wolf's abilities much. I mean, the wolf can't do as much as Link can in his regular form. But you know, this dungeon doesn't really make a ton of use. I mean, most dungeons in this game. Because thinking about it, like, all the dungeons before this one were exclusively with Link in his Hylian form. Just because you didn't have the ability to switch between the two at the time. And then none of the other dungeons in this game really use it much outside of this one. Okay, I filled up my lantern oil. I had a feeling that there was a way to fill up your lantern oil in this dungeon, so I filled it up. Now I'm gonna go and light this torch. It's probably just gonna be something like rupees or a stamp, you know. But how else am I to know if I don't find out? It's rupees. It's Pretty lame, but oh well. Rupees, I don't know. There is a side quest where you have to donate a bunch of rupees in order to fix a bridge or something, so I'm gonna need some rupes. Need some ruples pooples. One thing about this game that is a bit of a shame, but maybe they did it because it interferes with this game's more serious vibe. I miss where... Oh, what? Okay. I liked it when Link held items from chests up to the camera. I mean, he still shows them to the camera in this game, but he doesn't hold them up. Like in Ocarina, or Wind Waker, or Skyward Sword. Like, I was just playing Skyward Sword, and I was like, this is so charming. And then you come back to this game, and Link just, you know, holds it. Just kind of like, here, check this out. Like, Link does... In the other games, Link is like, yeah, look at this really important thing I got. In this game, Link is like, check it. I think they did it maybe because this game is supposed to be a bit more serious, so... And him holding it up to the camera like that is maybe a bit too goofy, but... I don't know. Okay, we got the key. Put the key into the thing. Okay. Oh, this is why they wanted us to get our lantern. It's a bunch of little skull boys. Are these supposed to be Style children? I don't know what else they'd be. Style children are like the little skeleton lads that were in Ocarina. Okay, I feel like I'm going to be fighting these guys all day. It's pretty obvious I'm supposed to light these torches. Ow. Swoosh. Oh, you know what's exciting? Coming up very soon is Mario's 40th anniversary. I think that's next month. And I'm expecting some kind of celebration or a reveal of a new game or something. I actually think that's why we haven't gotten another Nintendo Direct, like another proper Nintendo Direct, because we had the Donkey Kong Bonanza Direct a while back, and then we had like the partner showcase, and then right after that we had an indie showcase. And then they even just put a trailer of Kirby and the Forgotten Lands Switch 2 edition just on YouTube one day. You know, the kind of trailer that would have been in a Direct. So I think the reason why we haven't gotten a proper Direct, and we've instead just gotten all these mini Directs, is because they are going to do a Mario anniversary Direct. So, you know, they were like revealing other stuff beforehand, because the Mario Direct's just going to focus on Mario stuff, obviously. And they did that for Mario's last major anniversary, the 35th one, and I cannot believe it's been 5 years since then. That is freaky. I kind of refuse to believe that, actually. Like, is my math right? God damn. But yeah, they did a Mario-themed Direct the last time for the 35th, so I feel like it stands to reason that they would do another one for the 40th, and it just feels like that's what it's all leading to, so... And they got to do something. Like, they usually cheap out a bit on Zelda's anniversary, but not on Mario. Their precious boy. Also, I think we can sniff this. We can sniff this corpse. We can learn the Poe scent. So now we can sense the Poe. I think this is the last time that the Wolf Link's ability to follow scent trails is ever used in the game. I think this is the last time it's ever a thing. Like, you learn the children's scent at the beginning, then you learn Ilia's scent a little after that, and then you learn this one. Oh no, wait, I'm forgetting. You actually do use the scent, the following the trails of the scent a little bit later during the mountain. The Snowy Mountain portion. Forgot about that. But after that, it's never used again, as far as I recall. But yeah, there are 4 Poes now that we've got to go find. Another Pizza Hut, excellent. So yeah, we've got to go find them Poes. I might die. This was a bad idea. Oh, no, I'm good. Yeah, so we got to go find those Poes. This is kind of like a callback, an homage to the Forest Temple in Ocarina of Time, where there were 4 Poes that you had to find, and they would reveal the way to you if you found them. Okay. Would you die? Okay, we got the dungeon map. Sweet, and we also got to find the compass too. Something that I realized when playing Skyward Sword, something that I completely forgot was a thing. Also, my nose. Sorry, my nose is really itchy. This only ever happens when I stream. Maybe it's like a nerve thing. Maybe it's like nerves. I'm a little bit nervous. I don't know. I don't feel nervous. I used to get really nervous when I streamed, but I don't really anymore. Yeah, playing Skyward Sword. What's interesting about that game, and something that I feel like I didn't really notice all that much, was that in that game, instead of like most Zelda games have like a dungeon map and a compass. The dungeon map reveals on your map unexplored areas, and the compass reveals treasures and other points of interest within those areas. They're 2 separate items, and every dungeon has both of them. In Skyward Sword, they actually decided to just fuse the 2, and they made it so that the dungeon map just reveals both hidden rooms and secret areas. And it kind of feels like it's just another way that Skyward Sword makes things easier, because it's a very hand-holdy kind of Zelda game. But on the other hand, it kind of just simplifies things, not in a bad way. You know, because I never really care all that much about getting the compass and stuff. I mean, I always get the compass, and it's always good to get it so that you can make sure that you have all the treasures. But, you know, I feel like it just simplifies something, and like having to get both the dungeon map and the compass might be a little bit needlessly just an extra step, an extra unnecessary step. Okay, that is a Gibdo. Surprisingly not as creepy as the ones in Tears of the Kingdom. Is this gonna work? Oh wow, that works. They scream at you if you get too close, and it's scary. I would hate to live in this version of Hyrule. Like, if there was a version of Hyrule that I'd like to live in, I'd maybe think... I don't know, there's a part of me that wouldn't mind living in the Skyward Sword universe, because, like, you'd be in the skies and it's really pretty up there and you'd fly in a bird. But I feel like I'd just get, you know, big fear of heights, and there's always a fear of falling and dying. But then you'll have a bird to save you, so I guess there's that. But I don't know how to whistle with my fingers, and I'm not a very good whistler, and you need to cool them by whistling. I guess you'd have to be taught to whistle. I was, yeah, playing Skyward Sword, I was like, it's so easy to accidentally fall off the sides of Skyloft, of the floating island, you know? There's no fences. People just randomly fall off. I guess, like, if you fall off, you just call your bird. And it's probably just not a big deal. Still. What would be the most ideal version of Hyrule to live in? They each has their own very distinct issues and end of the world scenarios going on. Wind Waker might be nice, but I can't swim, so probably not that. Maybe Ocarina might be the best, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't played enough of the 2D Zelda games to know if any of those are good living environments. Okay, where the heck am I? Was this just an empty room? What was the point of that? Oh no, this was one of the Poes that I was supposed to defeat, right? In my own little world. I like how when you open a door in wolf form, Midna opens it with her hair. It's cool because Link and Midna are closer by this point in the story. Like Midna was super duper mega sassy and was like, "Ooh, you work for me. This is purely a business situation." But you know, by this point in the story, Midna has already grown a bit closer to Link. She actively asks him to help her out, and then Link is just kind of like, "All right." Midna, they even had that moment where Midna put her tiny little imp hand on Link's cheek and was like, "I need your help, bro." Which is nice. She wasn't even like, "Oh, you gotta do what I say. We gotta go get this mirror. La-di-da." No, she was like, "I really need your help. I need your strength, Link." So yeah, this is why people like Midna. It's because she's like the only companion of Link's that where it feels like she really grows and changes throughout the game. I guess maybe the King of Red Lions, maybe. But you know, the King of Red Lions is basically the same throughout the whole game, but then at the end he's like, I'm very, you know, stuck in my ways about Hyrule, and we gotta let go. Stuff like that, but that happens at the end of the game. He's basically the same guy throughout most of it. And then, you know, most of Link's other companions don't really go through any sort of arc or change much. And there's nothing wrong with that. I like just having a companion for companion's sake. It's a gaming trope that I enjoy. Where am I? Where am I supposed to go? I can't reach that. Maybe I need to... I have a key now. Maybe I'm supposed to use a key. But yeah, this is why Midna is typically the fan favorite. If you ask people what the best Zelda companion is, people usually turn to Midna. I liked Eslo in Minish Cap. He was nice. He was fun. He was kind of, you know, a bit sassy at first as well, but you know, he's kind of like wise old man. But that game's story wasn't very complex. It was a very simple, by the numbers kind of Zelda game, but you know, with the little Picori as the focus. I thought Minish Cap was a really cute Zelda game. I think I said it last time in my last stream, but Minish Cap is like, it's a very cute game. Not cute in the sense that it looks like adorable and like the "aw, cute." Because like if I were to say that, I would say the cutest Zelda game would maybe be like the Link's Awakening remake. Because that game is genuinely adorable looking. No, Minish Cap is cute in other ways. So it's a little Zelda game, and it's cute for that. Playing Minish Cap for the first time was a lot of fun. There are still a handful of other Zelda games that I've never played before that I'd like to stream, because streaming a Zelda game that I've never played before was a fun experience. I want to do more of that. Whoops. Okay, let's pull this block. Does anyone like sliding block puzzles? This isn't really a sliding block puzzle, necessarily. It's just pushing a block, but this game does have a couple sliding block puzzles later, where, you know, it's on ice and you have to push blocks in a certain way. Does anyone enjoy those? Like, does anyone like those, or does it only go as far as, you know, tolerance? Because I genuinely detest sliding block puzzles. They're just... Maybe it's because I'm not intellectual enough to do them. But I do not like sliding block puzzles. I think they are boring. They're not clever at all. Not to me. I mean, I don't know, I guess it depends, but still. Okay, so I can go in here now. Does this do anything for me? Nope, there's a whole lot of nothing going on here. Can I, like, roll off this? I like how you can do the fatal blow or whatever on these little skull guys. Oh, a chest. Oh, it's an important item. We got the compass! This handy tool will show you where to find hidden things in the dungeon. Cool. My map is located on the touchscreen, so you can't see it. Otherwise, I would show you. It's kind of lame that you can't display the map on the actual game screen. Although you have a little mini map on the bottom left, actually, so there's that. But the more detailed map is just for my eyes. If I was playing on the with a Wii U Pro controller, then it would probably let you show it because you wouldn't have an alternative. But you know, that's a Gibdo. Ah, they do the screams, and they got giant like Cloud Final Fantasy Buster Swords. That's pretty cool, actually. It's pretty sick. The Gibdos in Tears of the Kingdom were a lot different. I was actually really delighted to see them because they're very creepy, and that just kind of makes them interesting. And it had been a while since they were included in a new Zelda game, so it was kind of cool. But the Gibdos in Tears of the Kingdom were way different. I didn't even recognize them. They still do creepy screams, but I don't think it stuns you like it usually does in these games. And in those games, they were kind of like moth-like, which is funny because I really don't like moths at all. And they come out of hives, and they're just kind of creepy. They come in big numbers. And they can only be defeated with fire. You gotta like set them on fire. Pretty nuts. Oh dear. Oh crap. I'm back. My dad told me I'm too timid, bro. Like, leave me alone. Aw. Well, that doesn't have to be a bad thing. I'm timid. I'll admit that. But like, I don't know. You should only be offended if it's not true. I know you're timid, bro. Thanks. It shows, Dory. Yay. I do wonder how much of like, because like I don't like act like anybody else when I stream. When I'm on stream, I'm wholly just being myself, but maybe a slightly more exaggerated version of myself. But I don't know. Like the thing is, off stream, I'm usually really quiet and I barely ever talk ever. And I wonder if that's ever like something that people would realize if they only know me through streams. Because outside of streaming, I'm usually really quiet. Just be yourself, yeah. Yeah. I mean, pretending to be somebody else, frankly, just sounds exhausting. I can't be myself, though, really? I don't want to pry into your personal affairs too much. But I'm sorry if that's true. You don't. You got a small key. Another small key. This is the room where bugs jump on you, isn't it? And you can only see them. Yeah, Midna's like, you. But then you use your sensors and it's like, what? It's a bunch of rats. Michael Rat. God, that was loud. Get off. Get off. Yeah, I always remember this room because I remember when I first played this game, like Link was trudging along super slowly as if he had the iron boots on. And I was like, what the heck is that about? Like, I thought, like, my first time playing this game, I thought the game glitched. And, like, the game thought I had the iron boots on. I was like, what the heck's going on? And then I switched into wolf form and noticed Midna was freaking out. So I always remember this room because of that. Also, I see you're very curious. Well, you know. Sometimes it's nice when people... I don't know, sometimes people like it when you show an interest in things. But, you know. Also, welcome in there. Is that integral? Integral? Sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. The best dungeon of the game, really? I think that's a pretty good take. I can see that. Yeah, this is... Yeah, this kind of is the best dungeon in the game now that I think about it. It's probably got like a really good boss. It's pronounced integral, don't worry. Okay. It was the spelling threw me off, so sorry, I mispronounced it. I'll keep that in mind. But yeah, this dungeon is really cool. It definitely has like the best boss fight. I was saying earlier that the boss fight in this game is so good that they brought it back for Link's crossbow training. Not that I've played it, but I have seen it. I kind of want to play it now. If I'm gradually going to be playing all of the Zelda games on stream gradually over time, I might as well play the spin-offs. Oh my god, I forgot happy birthday. It's not my birthday, but thanks anyway. It's a bit late. Were you not around to say that on my actual birthday? My birthday was like 2 months ago. But better late than never, thanks anyway. Yes, I wasn't. Okay. Thank you. And even the item is so cool. Yeah, the spinner. I forgot about the spinner. Oh, cool, another stamp. Yeah, the spinner. I forgot about the spinner. I have the spinner is really cool. The only problem with it is that it doesn't really get much use outside of this dungeon. Like the spinner is great in this dungeon, but after that it doesn't really get used much, does it? Like, you can't use it outside of those like special rails. So like I remember when I first played this game, I got ow, get the hell... I remember when I first played this game and I got the spinner, I was so excited because I was like... In my head, I was like thinking, oh, I'm just going to be gliding across Hyrule Field with this thing. And I was like, oh, I'm never going to want to ride on the horse ever again. But then I realized that when the spinner isn't being used on those special rails, it's useless. And I was a bit disappointed. But yeah, it's really cool in this dungeon, and it's great for the boss fight, but, you know, outside of this dungeon, it doesn't really get much use. Hey, it is in Hyrule Warriors, though. The spinner is one of Link's weapons in that game, so that's kind of neat. Stamp Mario 3D World? Yeah. Yeah, this was around the time in the Wii U era where Miiverse stamps were a thing, and they kept on trying to integrate them into their games. Except now that Miiverse is no longer a thing, they are literally pointless. Um, at least in on the Switch version of 3D World, they made it so that the stamps could be used in the new photo mode, so that's something. If they ever bring this game to Switch, which, God, do I hope they do at some point. I hope that maybe they should do that. I think Zelda games should have photo modes. Like, they never do. I can't think of a Zelda game that's had a photo mode. It's kind of a very common gaming trend nowadays for games to just have photo modes, but I feel like Zelda could have it. Yeah, that's the problem with this game. There are cool items like the Temple of Time one, but mostly are forgotten throughout the game. Yeah, the Dominion Rod. Yeah, the Dominion Rod is really cool and really like interesting and unique and cool, but it really doesn't get used very much, does it? Like, you use it a lot in the dungeon, and then it's literally like all of its power gets taken away after that dungeon. Like, literally, it's literally unusable after that dungeon until later in the game, when you need to use it to get like the carvings or the notes or whatever. Which is a shame. Again, another item that they did bring into Hyrule Warriors, so it gets some use there. Water bombs. Tears of the Kingdom doesn't? Crazy. Yeah, it doesn't. I mean, Tears of the Kingdom has a camera, so you can take pictures, but it's very limited and the quality is kind of butt, so... like, the resolution on the pictures isn't that great, and they've got a border around them, and you can only take pictures out of first-person perspective. Like, you can't move the camera around like in other games' photo modes. I feel like that game could use it because it's got some very nice locations and stuff. It's a very pretty game. Even, like, Mario Kart has a photo mode now. You finished this game before? Yes, I have. I finished this game a good few times. I played this when I was little on the Wii. And I've loved this game a lot. This game was a bit of a slow burn for me, though. I remember I didn't like it when I first played it for like the first couple hours, but then once I finished the first dungeon and I went into Hyrule Field for the first time, like, hearing the music, like, everything changed, and I ended up loving the game. It was brilliant. What? The Wii could support this? What? Oh, this game was on the GameCube as well. It was actually released on both. It was GameCube and Wii. Like, this game was originally made for the GameCube, but then the Wii was coming out, and they thought it would be cool if you could make it so that Link's sword has motion controls. So they decided to put it on the Wii as well. And yeah, it was pretty neat. Powerful consoles, what? I mean, this game looks really good on this version on the Wii U because it's in HD. Like, on the Wii and GameCube, the game obviously wasn't in HD. So it didn't look as nice as this version. Yeah, good old trial and error. But yeah, this game was on the Wii. What's interesting is how history ended up kind of repeating itself with Breath of the Wild. How Breath of the Wild was made for the Wii U, but then they decided that it would be a good idea to make it a Switch launch title as well, so they delayed the game so that they could release it on the Switch as well as the Wii U. But it was a game that was made for the Wii U. It was pretty cool. Making Breath of the Wild a Switch launch title was like one of the best decisions Nintendo ever made, because it would have felt like leaving Breath of the Wild to just die on a dead system. Having it be on the Switch meant that like everyone got it. Everyone who got a Switch probably got Breath of the Wild. Or at least a majority of people, I'd imagine. I'm gonna rip out your soul. I've got the magical soul nugget. Okay, is that the last of them, or is that 3? Is that 3 or 4? I don't remember. Okay, let's keep going. I'm running a little low on health, but I've still got my magical chew jelly. Okay, what's next? So was that the final Poe? What's my map looking like? That might have been the last Poe, so I guess we'll return to the central room. And see what's going on over there. Hold on, let me check my map. Can't check my map during a cutscene. Okay, yeah, that was the last Poe. I think, like we were saying how this dungeon might be like the best dungeon in the game, and I think that's a very valid take. But the remaining dungeons in the game I think are all pretty cool. Like this dungeon has like a really cool boss. But Snow Peak Ruins is cool, mainly just because it's interesting because it takes place inside of a giant mansion, which is, you know, different. It's a pretty cool setting. And then the Temple of Time is cool because you literally travel back in time and it's like a big Ocarina of Time reference. The dungeon itself is fairly cool. It's got the Dominion Rod and that's neat. And then, what is it? The City in the Sky? I think the City of Sky is fine. It's one of those dungeons that's cool conceptually and has a cool setting, but the dungeon itself is kind of, you know, whatever. I was really excited to do Temple of the Sky when I first played this game because I played Skyward Sword first. And like Skyward Sword was one of the first Zelda games I ever played. So I have a big nostalgic connection to that game. So when I got to the City of the Sky for the first time, I was like, oh my god, is it Skyloft? Like, did they do Skyloft before Skyward Sword was a thing? And I never knew? That's actually what I thought. And then I got to the City of the Sky and I was like, no, it's not Skyloft. It's kind of lame. I mean, maybe it's some kind of like ancestor descendant crap, but I don't know. I think I'll go to sleep. Good night. Sure thing, Take So. Welcome. Why am I saying welcome? Take care is what I mean. I hope you have a good rest of your day and a good night. Also, hello Insomniac. Welcome back. How you doing? How's it going? I'm doing good. We're doing the Arbiter's Grounds, where we're trying to find that there pesky Mirror of Twilight, so that we could give Zant a good, you know, bop on the head. When are you going to be live again? Well, my schedule is Sundays and Fridays and Sundays, but sometimes I do streams on Wednesdays as well. So I might stream on Wednesday. But if I don't, I'll definitely stream next on Friday. I don't know what Friday stream will be because I decided to cancel my playthrough of Donkey Kong Bonanza. Because I decided that I wanted to play it myself off stream instead. And I was playing yesterday, and it is a ton of fun. It's because now I can like fully, you know, switch my brain off a little bit and immerse myself in it. Pillage those dungeons. Yeah, we're pillaging. We're claiming all of the booty, by which I mean treasure. Even though this dungeon has nothing to do with pirates, so that terminology is pointless. Make more sense if this were Wind Waker. Yeah, never mind, I'll stay. I slept too much anyway. Okay. If you say so. Also, Insomniac already into posture check. A good idea. Posture is good for the soul. And your back, mainly. Okay, let's take that down. We've got to go all the way down. How long till you finish the game? This game? Well, this game is kind of long for Zelda games, at least. I mean, this game's longer than Wind Waker, I think, and Wind Waker took me like 6 streams, and this is like stream number 5 of this, I think. We're doing this dungeon, and then we've got, the Snow Peak Ruins dungeon. Then we've got the Temple of Time, then we got the City in the Sky, and then we got Hyrule Temple, or Hyrule Castle at the end. And then who knows what other crazy shenanigans happen in between those dungeons. So we've got like 4 dungeons left after this. It's pretty crazy. So yeah, this is a kind of a longer Zelda game. I never really noticed. Does too much sleep really exist? Yeah, good point. I mean, unless you're in a coma, that's probably a bit too much sleep. Or if you're dead. Also, maybe a bit too much. Is there such a thing where too much sleep is bad for you? Probably not good for your, like, body, because you're not getting any exercise and stuff. Oh yeah, Insomniac. I announced this at the beginning of the stream. I've got a new channel point redeem. That is hopefully on the list. I think it might be lower down. Maybe I should pull it up a bit when I have the chance. Sleep is good. So I got a bunch of frickin' rats. Michael Rat. I'm looking forward to the boss of this dungeon. The boss of this dungeon is pure sickness. But, you know, like the good kind. I hope you're doing okay though, Insomniac. Always a welcome presence. Okay, let's see. I gotta pull that thing. Why are you a wolf? It's because that's this game's gimmick. You become wolf. And then you become dog. Ooh, is it the change form? Yeah, in the last stream, Midna we were able to take out the crystal in Link's head that causes him to turn into a wolf. And Midna is so kind and has allowed me the use of it as well. And I've made it so that you guys in the chat can decide when I transform. You can say that Link is a lonely wolf. Ah. He's a dog. Okay, we're doing pretty good. I'm feeling a little bit sneezy. I might sneeze. Oh no, Spinny's out. Oh no, a bunch of bugs. You have to save a princess? Eventually. So, Zelda's dead currently. Zelda died. So we're not currently trying to save a princess, but that point will come. But no, Zelda's super dead right now. She's dead until she's not. Oh cool, my favorite little freak of nature. Phew, free at last. Gracious, you're that nice fellow who helped me out the other day. How nice to see you again. Well, now that we've found each other again, let's stick together for a bit, hmm? I'll be right with you, so if you want to warp out, just let me know. Hello. You've reunited with Uku. This kind character will let you out of the dungeon and return to where you were. Cool. I've never really needed to use that, but it's nice to have the option. I'm kind of low on health right now. What? Yeah, Zelda died in the last stream. Basically, our friend Midna, she was dying and Zelda gave up her life force or something so that she can live. So Zelda's kind of dead right now, but she will be back. And then we'll have to save her, but for a majority of the game we're not really... We're saving the world right now. Which I guess includes the princess. In a roundabout way. Ow! Oh, cool. I just ducked under that. Neat. Isn't it weird how this is the only Zelda game where you can run while swinging your sword? You'd think that'd be in more games. Crap, I need my bombs. Bombs? You need to blow these guys up or else they're just gonna come back to life again. They're like dry bones. There we go. Go do my stylish flips. Go do your jammy flips. I'm assuming this is your first experience watching anything Legend of Zelda, or with this game. That is not a message addressed to me, but I did not realize that as I was reading it out. Whoopsie. Holy crap, I'm going to die! I am going to perish. Maybe I can save myself with my claw. Crap. Okay, I'm good. I'm probably dying now. Oh no, that was my fairy. Alright, well... Had to use my fairy. That was dumb. I didn't think of what I was doing. Okay, what do I do? Where do I go? Am I supposed to go this way? I can't make this jump. I'm a bit confused, actually. Where am I supposed to go? I need the spinner to go across these rails. Can't do that. Not a bad thing. I didn't know much about it until I met my fiance. That's nice. I like that. Yeah, Zelda's a good time. I think what's cool... Oh, right, this door opened. I didn't notice. I think what's cool about Zelda is how each of the games... Even though, like, I got bugs all over me, even though the games do have a very samey formula for a lot of them, like there's usually, like, Link and the Triforce and the Zeldas and the Ganon. Not all of them have that, but a lot of them do. Each game is so distinctly different in terms of in the way those stories are told and the vibe of it all. Like, this game is super dark and a little bit gloomy and creepy. But Wind Waker is very cartoony and colourful and full of, like, purity and stuff. It's not... Oh, this boss. This frickin', like Ico looking ass. Plus, watching Pixel for as long as I have, I've learned more about the series. That's cool. That's nice to hear. Okay, I'm gonna cut these strings. Ah. I cut your strings and now you're free. You got no strings on me. Oh wait, now it's going to kill me. That's a pretty bonkers cool looking sword though. That is a sword that Cloud Strife would be proud of. Oh, I can't see it, it's invisible. Gotta use my wolf sense. It's a spooky ghost! Oh, this is not the boss that I was thinking of. I think the boss that I was thinking of happens in another dungeon. This one is still pretty cool though. God, it's like Satan. Are you Hades? You look like a nightmare person. Oh god, you're fast. Ah, god, you went right up in there. Okay. Yes, wait, it's not my first. Oh yeah, what Zelda game's your first? A lot of people's first Zelda game was probably Breath of the Wild. I mean, I'm not saying I think that's what yours probably was, but I mentioned that was a lot of people. I mentioned Breath of the Wild brought a lot of new people to the series. Because it was such a big deal. People will literally be saying it's the best game of all time. I don't think that, but I recently replayed Breath of the Wild with the Switch 2 edition, and it is a damn good game. I was surprised about how, you know, immersed in it I got, even though it's like my third or fourth time playing it. Majora, yeah. Majora's a cool one. I've only played Majora's Mask once. It was on the 3DS version. And I really liked what I played. I'd like to play it again, but I'm kind of hoping they port it to Switch. I think you can play it on Switch through the N64 emulator, but I really would prefer it if they ported the 3DS version. Same with Ocarina. Actually, all the 3DS Zelda games I would love on Switch. That goes for like A Link Between Worlds as well. They don't even have to remake it or anything, just a remaster or a zhuzhed up port is fine. Just put it on there. Yeah, we got the spinner! One of the most unusual Zelda items, I will say. You got the spinner. This ancient machine allows you to float in the air. Set it to the buttons and you can move on rails. Press the button to set it whilst attacking enemies to spin power. Whatever, cool, let's do it. So yeah, this is essentially a giant Beyblade. But it's kind of useless when it's not being used on rails. It kind of just does this. And you can do a little attack with it. But its main function is to do this. You can ride on these rails and you can do like sick tricks with it. It's pretty cool. It doesn't really get a lot of use outside of this dungeon though, which is kind of a shame. Like here and there, but you know, very few and far between. Okay, so as per the Zelda formula, once we've got the dungeon item, we can now explore everywhere that we couldn't get to before. Is that... I'll go to sleep. Good night. Sure, sure. If you're tired. I hope you have a good night. Thanks for hanging out. And, yeah, sleep well. Okay, we're going to grab all these treasures. We've got another water bomb refill. It looks kind of crazy that the water bombs are just dead fish with bombs stuck in their mouths. Kind of messed up. Pretty crazy. Like, freaky as hell. A lot of the stuff in this game just looks kind of freaky. I definitely think Majora's Mask is a creepier Zelda game. Ah! That was a bad idea. Why? Oh, no. Okay, I'm fine. Is there any reason for me to want to go over there? Doesn't look like there's anything there. Is there something hidden over here? Whoops! Okay, I'm going over here now. Whoa, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. There's a few chests in this room, I don't want to miss any. We spin! Spinu to winu. Oh, need my bombs. Oh no, he's on a slope. Oh no, that works. Okay, cool. Get my spinner. Hey, a piece of heart! It would have been cool if I had gotten that before I used up my fairy. But hey, I can't control where I'm dying. Actually, I can. That's my whole problem. Okay, there is a chest down here. Beyblade, let it rip. You're gonna let it rip. We're gonna let it rip in the boss fight for this dungeon, because it makes heavy use out of the spinner and it's really bonkers cool. Yeah, so this is one of Link's... the spinner is one of Link's weapons in Hyrule Warriors. And I would like to do another Hyrule Warriors stream soon. I think that's a good game to just kind of play whenever. Whoa! Crap. This is why I'm dying all the time. Yeah, the spinner is really interesting in Hyrule Warriors as a weapon. Nope, that's not gonna work. Yeah, the rail kind of dictates the speed that you travel at. Some rails are fast and some are slow. It's not really up to you. You just go where the Beyblade takes you. Bomb. Bomb. That's all I can think of with that spinny thing. Yeah, I don't blame you. Okay, how am I on the treasure chest front? Have I found all the treasures? I have not. There is but one treasure chest remaining in this dungeon, and I think it's the chest that contains the boss key, so... yeah, we're pretty much set. So all that's left to do now is just to grab the key and get going. Another dungeon in the bag. Crikey. I get scared, okay? When the spinny things come at me, I'm like, ooh. I gotta like psychoanalyze it. Okay, here we go. Bam. Bam. There we go. Whoop. Oh! I can't switch that fast. I can't... okay. There's like a little bit of a cooldown when you switch on the rail. Also, I have it mapped to the R button, which I can't press as fast. Yes! Okay, here we go. Gee, I wonder if the boss key is in this really demonic, ominous-looking chest. Usually the chests that contain the boss keys look very elegant and fancy, but in these ones they look like hell chests. It looks like something you ought not to open. Okay, now we gotta press the button to spin. We've got to get this mechanism working. I actually have some sausages to snack on, so I'll do that. Okay, the boss room should just be up ahead. Spin. Okay, we gotta make a stylish jump into that center platform. Here we go. Whoa! Okay, got it. I thought maybe I was too low. Also, yes, I am supposed to be making Link do this. I'm not just trying to be silly, I'm actually supposed to be mashing the button to have Link duck down constantly. Just looks a bit goofy. Also, Sonia, you were deemed to hydrate, good idea. I've, like, had none of my water. Still had a full glass. Been having so much fun with the game I forgot to hydrate. Okay, here we are, the boss room. How long have I been in this dungeon? Maybe like an hour? Give or take. It took me some time to get into the dungeon. But here we go. Wow, that looks ominous. I sure hope it doesn't come alive and attack me. Also, oh, there's Ant. You still live. How astonishing. No one... Oh, I wasn't done reading. But this is truly... I'm not done reading, bro. For I fear this is the last time I will see you... Why is the dialogue going on its own? I wasn't done reading. Oh, cool sword. This game doesn't usually have an automatic text scroll. I wasn't done reading his smug dialogue. Rude. I mean, that's how you know he's a villain. He doesn't let me read his dialogue. How heinous. He's just a petty ass. Uh-ohs. Giant skelly bro. Now he's got a wicked bad headache because someone jabbed a sword in his head. Someone jabbed a sword in his head. What is it with Xanten putting things in people's foreheads? I mean, it's only happened twice, but it's weird that it happened twice. Okay, we just gotta go through here and then find a good opportunity to spin into his bones. Demon. So we just gotta spin around here. We gotta find an opening, and then seize the opening without getting spiked. Okay, here we go. Oh, oh dear. Ow! God damn it. Here you go. I'm gonna like swerve around the... Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. You gotta swerve around his little minions. Ah. The little spiky things on the sides are more of a problem than the actual boss. There we go. So, oh no. Well, we did it. We beat him. We did it. Nice one. Good job. He's dead. We win. Cool, good job. Pats on the back. Hooray for winning. Okay, these aren't going to contain any... Okay, now we got to spin on this. Whoa! You spin real fast here. while I'm spinning, I'm going to eat another sausage. GGEZ! Mmm. Mm-hmm. Pranked. There's actually a second phase. Because that first phase was way too easy. This is the actual cool one that has like the Ocarina of Time music for some reason. Yeah, like this is the Ocarina of Time boss music, like for Dodongo and whatever. This is a bit of a random time to bring this music back, but I'm here for it. Okay, we just got to spin. And we've got to avoid his stuff. No, don't hurt me with your stuff. And then we got to spin into his face. I've got to pluck that sword out of his noggin. Wait, did I just win? No, what? Wait. Did I just win? No way! I won that in a single go? I didn't even know you could do that. Are you kidding me with that? I was looking forward to doing like another round or two of that. Cause like it gets harder as like spiky things end up going on the walls as well and you have to dodge them. I can't believe I did that in a single round. I didn't even know. It like huh. Interesting. GGEZ, yeah, definitely. Man, I made that look easy. God damn. Alright, Link, let's go. We're close to the Mirror of Twilight. That was kind of upsetting, actually. I didn't want to win that fast. I was just like, that's what I usually do. I usually just do a bunch of spin attacks. Like, I think spin attacks probably do double damage. So I think that's why I won, because I basically was just spamming spin attacks. But that's what I always do. Usually there's like a... Like, I thought that, like, usually with these bosses there's like a point where you kind of hit like a revenge value, where the boss will retaliate and prevent you from hitting them again until you've, you know, hit their weak spot. So I was expecting we'd at least have to go through one more round of climbing up the pillar. But no, I just killed it on the first go. Aww. Man, I kind of robbed myself of a fun boss fight. It was fun for like the 10 seconds I was doing it. Okay, but now we've done it, so now we get to do get the mirror. And there it is. There's the mirror. The mirror chamber. So, fun fact about the Mirror of Twilight is that it actually is in Breath of the Wild as like an old crusty relic. Or at least a replica of it. There's a side quest in Breath of the Wild where it's the pieces of the mirror are scattered around the beach, and some guy asks you to take pictures of it for him. So that's kind of cool. Okay, I can't leave one standing. Probably a lot easier to deal with those guys as the wolf, but yeah, that's okay. Okay, now we gotta just snake up this. Also, we have achieved the second level of maximum hearts. We have achieved the second layer. You have achieved it. Okay, reveal the mirror. I haven't had to read much character dialogue so far in this stream, probably because we've just been in a dungeon this whole time. Like, wow, this sucks. Midna's so glowy. Uh-oh. It's destroyed. We got one piece though, so we can still look in our reflection and be like, wow, we're looking good today. You don't need a full mirror for that, so silver lining. The mirror cracked because Ganondorf looked into it.
Gotta give it my all.
Whoa. Sorry, that the alert kind of made me jump a little bit. Thank you very much, Helix. Helix GG for the follow. That's real kind of you. And you're also redeemed. I am new here. Welcome. Nice to meet you. Okay, we got dialogue. A dark entity lurks in the twilight. It houses an evil power. The sages are so glowy in this game. What's up with that? You who are guided by fate, you who possess the crest of the goddesses, hear us. At the command of the goddesses, we sages have guarded the Mirror of Twilight since ancient times. We haven't done a great job of that, huh? You seek it, but the Mirror of Twilight has been fragmented by mighty magic. Ooh. Not just any magic, we've got some mighty magic. Ooh. I have some mighty magic of my own, you know? I don't know what I'm implying there. Are you playing on Wii U or MU? I'm playing on a Wii U. I'm playing on a legit Wii U. Because I can't really play... I can't stream on emulators. My PC isn't powerful enough. But yeah, I'm playing on a Wii. That magic is a dark power that only he possesses. His name is... Steve. Sorry, that was stupid. Ganondorf. That was my next guess. Nice. I love this game. I want to play it again. Well, hopefully someday in the next century they'll port it to Switch. He was known as the Demon Thief, a wielder of evil magic renowned for his ruthlessness. And just got a scary horse. But he was blind. Oh, damn. In all of his fury and might, he was blind to any danger, and thus was exposed. So I can't read that fast, bro. Come on. I like reading the dialogue, but I can't if he goes too fast. Ganondorf. Oh, got him. Hey! Cool. We saw someone get murdered. Some family-friendly Nintendo. Yet... he was hiding a Dorito in his hand. Gorsh. Yeah, this game is really... I like this game too. Yeah, I hope they port it to Switch someday. By some divine prank, he too had been blessed with the chosen power of the gods. Oh, pranked you. The gods pranked you. Now you're gonna die. Pranked you. Oh my god. Does Ganondorf have fangs? Oh yeah, ew. Yuck. I wonder why the sages look like that. They didn't look like that in Ocarina of Time. Or in Wind Waker. I once had a, my wallpaper... I once had a wallpaper on my phone that was the mirror of Twilight, the way it looks right now. I had that as a wallpaper on my phone, and it actually worked. When you tapped it, it would open, and I could go to the Twilight Realm for reals. It was like the Phantom Thieves meta-nav to enter the metaverse, but for Zelda. I also had one of the Gate of Time from Twilight Skyward Sword, but then I realized it was probably eating up a lot of my battery power, so I uninstalled it. Chill, it's just a prank, bro. Homie has no chill. Yeah, just chill. Did you try chilling? His abiding hatred and lust for power turned to purest malice. Perhaps that evil power has been passed on to Zant. You're just now figuring out where Zant got his power? It's far too late. Only the true leader of the Twilight can utterly destroy the Mirror of Twilight, so Zant could only merely break it into pieces. Once broken by magic, the Mirror of Twilight became... Oh, that's foreshadowing. I only just now picked up on that foreshadowing there for the end of the game. That's neat. Once broken by magic, the Mirror of Twilight became fragments, which even now lie hidden across the land of Hyrule. One is in the snowy mountain heights, and one is in an ancient grove, and one is in the heavens. Alright, easy peasy then, huh? You have been sent by the goddesses. You should be able to gather the 3 pieces. Oh really, is that all? Be done by lunchtime, will I? But you must be prepared, for a dangerous power resides in those fragments. I like how Midna is like kind of giving Link a little hug on the shoulder there. Because they're close now. They're at that point in their friendship where you just like latch onto his shoulder. Okay, so now we gotta go. So we got a new MacGuffin to find. So let's head back to Castletown and see the sights. Also, I also gotta deposit some of my rupees. I've got too much money in my wallet. Also, I spy with my little eye something beginning with "there's a bug over here." Whoa! Oh, that arrow is going to piercify my lung. As long as I'm staying in this collection screen menu, I'm safe. But as soon as I leave, I'm gonna get punctured. Ow. You arse. You bonded with the little ham, yes. She's my little ham. I don't think I'm not an expert, but I don't think Little Ham is the best pet name for someone. just saying, I wouldn't recommend using that one. Oh, my little ham. I don't know if that's the best name. I mean, it works for Midna, because she was ham at one point. But generally, I don't think... I wouldn't recommend it. Greetings, Mr. Link. So formal. I have come to deliver a letter. It is a letter from Barnes. That's not how I was hoping. Well, my business is concluded. Onward to mail. Man, I'm getting fan mail. Better open it up. Rare item in stock. How have you been? Still a bomb enthusiast? Still loving bombs? Well, I've got something interesting bombs in, so come on by and pick some up. Wait till you see what these babies can do. Is it like the bug bombs? I don't think I've ever used those once in my entire time I've ever played this game. Okay, let's see my bugs. Yeah, I've got to redeem some bugs. Okay, can I donate bombs? Donate rupees? I don't know why I said bombs. I'm actually in the wrong place for that. If I go to Kakariko Village, which is over here, I think the side quest where you can donate bomb. Why do I keep saying bombs? Rupees. For rebuilding efforts is here. I need to empty out my wallet so that I can pick up more rupees. And this is a good way to do that. Also, it's nighttime, so the store's probably not going to be open. But I will check anyway. Oh, hello. Oh, what the heck are you saying? Eek! Long, long ago I predicted that you would come, my brother. But tell me, did you not see my young one in trouble in Castletown? He has been stuck standing there, for he cannot get any hot spring water. Alas, the West Castletown bridge remains broken. Perhaps his fortunes will turn, for it is like the Mallow Mart is raising money to repair the bridge. As this is a fine thing, my brother. Perhaps you might consider a contribution to their fundraising and to help me and mine? Sure. It's locked because it's nighttime, damn it. Think, is there a reason for us to be open at a time like this? No. And don't try to tell me the customer's always right. Little sass master we got going on here, but you know, fair point. Ooh. Hello there, brother. Buy something. I brought a lot from the mountain, brother. Different stuff from the shop here. Take a look. Replenishes all hearts with one gulp. That sounds good. I've got an empty bottle free, so... And it's blue. I like blue. Okay, I don't think the time of day progresses unless I'm outside of town, so I'm gonna hop outside of town and then wait for the sun to rise. Also, I don't think this game has a like a special item or song that can switch the time of day immediately. Like Wind Waker and Ocarina of Time have that, but I don't think this game has that. I mean, Skyward Sword. In that game, you just sleep at a bed. And that game doesn't even have a day-night cycle. And you can only make it nighttime in one area of the game. Kind of weird. I don't know why I'm climbing up here, by the way. I don't have to. I'm just trying to pass the time while I'm waiting for the day to change. Oh, that is a cool shot. Screenshot potential. Can't take screenshots on the Wii U, unfortunately, but... Which way is the sun gonna rise from? Oh, there's the moon. Oh god, that's slow. I just shot an arrow at an alien, probably. Is there any way to speed up the passage of time? Also, those guys are... Can I snipe these guys from here? Oh! Oh, I didn't think it would actually reach. Oh, this game has everything. I think this is like the farthest you can snipe in this game. How impressive would it be if I sniped this bird that's flying around? There is absolutely no way in hell that I can actually get it. Maybe if I had a proper targeting reticle? Ah! Pretty cool. I don't want to brag or anything, but I'm lying and I actually do. The moon haunts you! It just suddenly turns into the Majora's Mask moon. It's like, oh, where'd it go? Where's the moon? Oh, is it because the sun's rising? Excellent. Shooting that bird was an efficient use of my time. Okay, that should be good enough. Morning is here. Okay, now we can donate money. I'm gonna donate most of my rupees, because that way I'll have plenty of wallet space to pick up any new rupees that I come across. That's the master plan. And then my rupees are also going towards something. You gotta use your noodle. Hello, sir. Welcome to Malomart! I have heard from a reliable source that shops in Hyrule Castletown are gouging prices, crushing folks under the thumb of commerce. Well, fear not, brother, for Malomart has proposed a townspeople relief plan as an answer to the lamentations of the common man. Phase 1. Repair the broken bridge leading from West Castle Town to the field in order to improve traffic. Phase 2. Buy that Castle Town shop and sell products to the town at reduced prices. You have heard me right, brother. There is a problem, however. The finances for the execution of this glorious plan are lacking. Please, brother, offer some financial support to aid in the purchase of the Castletown shop for the benefit of the people. Wow, Mallow is like an evil genius. Also, you have Hawkeye. This eyewear allows you to see distant objects as if with the eyes of a hawk. I don't need this, because I was able to snipe that bird without it, but... Sure, why not? This handy scope excels at zooming in on distant objects. Combine it with the hero's bow. We are 1,000 rupees short of funding for the bridge repairs. We need that bridge for a steady flow of goods to Castletown. We must bring the cost of goods down in Castletown, brother. Could you please help support this worthy cause? That sounds like a good cause to me. I'll leave myself with some rupees. I need rupees to live. Okay, right, let's teleport away. The thing about this game is that you can't teleport when people can see you. You can only teleport when you're out of people's view, because you can only teleport when you're turning into a wolf and you don't want to freak anybody out. It's kind of an interesting detail, but it's also a little bit inconvenient at times. But the game's very particular. I don't know, particular about. As long as you're out of an NPC's eye shot, then you're fine. It's pretty interesting. Also, there's another really cool detail that I'd like to show off in this game. This game is full of them. Check this out. So, Wolf Link can talk to animals, you know, which is an ability that doesn't really get much use, honestly. But that also goes for your horse. So you can talk to Epona. Even though you change shape, I still understand you. Link, hurry up and return to your true self. Ah, you're so pretty. That's adorable. So Epona knows. She knows. She's a very smart horse. Okay, we're in Castletown. First order of business, I'm going to swing by Agatha's and turn in those, well, I'm going to take this puppy. And we're going to turn in those bugs I found. And then we're going to pay a visit to Telma, because she's the one with all the gossip. She has all the Hylian gossip. And I got to get me that gossip. Hello. Have this butterfly. And now that I've emptied out my wallet, I can actually carry the rupees that she's giving me. Oh, happy day. Those are some gigantic bottles she has in the background. What are those for? Storing the body parts that she collects? I don't know. I don't really know what she does in her free time. Oh no. Sorry, I choked on my water a little bit. Okay, Telma, what's the gossip? She's got the ham. How's that Ilya doing, honey? I'm sure that shaman will find a way to get her memory back. That Renato is a talented man, for sure. Anyway, honey, you've got your own things to worry about, so just make sure you do what Nia's doing right now, okay? Now I'm doubting you, honey, but if you... Oh, now I'm not doubting you, but if you're wondering what you ought to be doing, you should go talk to our friend Eshe. She's up on Hyrule's northern mountain checking things out, and she's got good instincts, trust me. If you need detailed directions, just take a peek at that map on the table. Hey, how's my favorite crew? Would you care to hear about the sky beings again? No. Not even a little bit. Ashe mentioned Snow Peak Mountain and headed off. Okay, well that's where we're going, let's go. Yeah, the Snow Peak is a pretty cool area. Not only does it have a really fun minigame, but the dungeon is, well, I don't know. The dungeon is kind of a mixed bag for me personally. I think it's a really cool setting. I like the story that happens there. Because the Snow Peak Ruins is basically a giant abandoned mansion. And the idea that the dungeon is entirely within this mansion is just cool. It's a really cool setting. The dungeon itself is just kind of like, I don't know. It's kind of like meh. It's not the most like fun dungeon ever. It's not like it's not fun, but it's not that amazing either. The item is pretty fun to mess around with that you get there. And yeah, the two who own the mansion are adorable, and I love them. Okay, so we got to go to Snow Peak, so we got to warp. We can get there from Zora's Domain, which is up here. And we don't even need a winter coat or to buy cold elixirs. Link just braves the elements in this game. It's kind of crazy. Like in Breath of the Wild, Link needs to wear warm clothing. In this game, Link just tanks it. Try my new Hawkeye thing. Right, I want my lantern. A swoosh on that. And we swoosh on this. Yeah, there's ever two lanterns, just light them. Basic rule of lots of adventure games, really. It's up there with, always check behind the waterfall. Because there's almost like 7 out of 10 times there's going to be something behind the waterfall. Well, 7 might be a bit generous, but... Okay, there's stuff down here. I'm going to drown. Should probably put on my thing. I forgot I had this. Okay, there's probably treasures and stuff buried down here. One of my favorite videos is the clip from, if that is that Scooby-Doo clip where Fred says treasures. Like he says treasures weird and he says treasures. And that cracks me up so much that I've now taken to just saying treasures. Instead of, like, I'm pretty sure for the past few years I've said the word as treasures way more often than actually saying it the regular way. And I don't know if it's a good or bad thing. Oh, there was a Goron in that rock for some reason. Wait, Gorons can breathe underwater? This is new information. Well, I played this game before, so I must have known that at some point, but I completely forgot that was a thing. I'm finally out, thanks, brother. I took a nap and found myself swallowed up in lava, and somehow very far from home. Oh, he was in the giant chunk of rock? Damn, it's quite the nap. Yes, well, let me give you a token of my appreciation, brother. This is all I have on me right now. I hope it will do. Oh, that's actually really useful. Thank you. It's a second bomb bag. Oh, glad I took the time to help him out. Let's see, I want my hookshot, and... yeah. Let me take off my scuba gear. Okay, now on to Snow Peak. Yeah, getting an extra bomb bag is useful. It literally just gave me 30 bombs for free. In addition to the water bombs that I was already carrying. And I got them for the low price of free. Now I actually want to collect all these rupees so I can donate them for the cause. Oh cool, I made like a little shortcut. Neat. Man, this game really wants to remind you that Ocarina of Time was a thing. I guess Wind Waker was like that as well, I guess. Like, Ocarina of Time was an incredibly massive and successful game, and they clearly wanted to, you know, milk it. So, you know, Majora's Mask was just more of Ocarina of Time, but with scary stuff. Wind Waker was, you know, a sequel to Ocarina of Time. This game is also a sequel to Ocarina of Time in a way, but it also just has a lot of Ocarina of Time references. Like, the music here is you know, the Ocarina of Time Zora's Domain theme, but maybe a bit more higher quality, I guess. Because it's not on N64. Come here. Oh, Dragonfly. I don't intend on collecting all the bugs in the game, by the way. I'm just collecting all the ones that I can... Either all the ones that I see, or all the ones that I remember where they are. But yeah, I mean, generally I'm not really aiming to 100% this game, just, you know, just play it. Also, it's kind of interesting that you can go back to using the Ordon sword after getting the Master Sword. That's kind of interesting, actually. You can just go back to using the plain old vanilla sword. I guess if you want extra challenge, you could do that with the shield too. If you want, like, slightly harder, take longer to defeat enemies, you could do that. If I had done that, then that boss against the, in the Arbiter's Grounds would have been a bit more interesting. Because I killed it way too quick. Okay, what's in this rock? Wonder what's in the rock. Just a bunch of rupees. Okay, now we're going to Snow Peak. Promise I'm not going to get distracted anymore. I'm like, ooh, shiny thing. I've been playing... So yeah, I've been playing Donkey Kong Bonanza off stream, because I decided I prefer to play it off stream. And that game is really fun. I was playing it yesterday, and I really got sucked into it. It's a really fun game. I get why it's getting so much praise. It's really good. And it's a bit conflicting because there are some points where I'm like, man, it would have been nice to have done this bit on stream. But then there's also other times where it's like, I don't know, it's just kind of nice to just fully immerse myself in it without having to, like, worry about streaming it. It's, you know... Again, there are some games that I think are better for streaming and some games that aren't. And Donkey Kong is just one of those cases where I think I'm just enjoying it more playing off-stream. Again, as an example of a game that I thought was better that I streamed it was Deltarune. Pixel, your spirit animal might be a crow if you must collect shiny things. I'm like, oh. I like shiny stuff, yes. I'm like Rouge the Bat, but without the attitude, and without being female. And without being a bat. Actually, I'm nothing like Rouge, am I? Aside from the liking of shiny things. I have attitude. I have some tude, as people have told me. Sometimes. It blossoms forth. Link. Oh, damn. What brings you to a dangerous place like this? Ever since Zora's domain got covered in ice, this mountain's been much colder than usual, yeah? Not only that, but I heard a really weird story from the Zoras. Apparently, the beast that lives somewhere on this mountain has been seen frequently in Zora's domain. I was curious, so I came and waited, and as they said, a giant appeared. Like fee fi fo fum? Yeah, it looked like this. Got Ashe's sketch. This hastily drawn picture shows a creature Ashe saw holding a red fish. Show it to people using the buttons, and you might get some information. Apparently, this thing's been stealing red fish from the village. I want to investigate further, but I can't even see the path through this blizzard, yeah? I'm sure you're here because you're curious about the mountain, but you'd best not go out without a plan. Okay. I kinda remember what I'm supposed to do here. I don't remember what the first step is. I think I'm supposed to go back to Kakariko and get one of the red fish. No, one of the red fish is here, but I can't catch it without a special kind of bait. And the special kind of bait is in Kakariko. What do you think about this? The fish this beast has. Prince Rallis is quite skilled at catching that type of fish. Oh, Prince, where could you be by now? Where's in Kakariko, though? Interesting that the Zora have those weird helmets, and you can see their gills. Hey, the beast of Snow Peak. Oh, the red fish it's holding. Oh, that's a reek fish. Ah, so the beast has been showing itself because it's been catching reek fish. I didn't think that anyone besides Prince Rallis was capable of catching this type of fish. Why is only he able to do it? Do you all just, like, suck at fishing? A little bit? Okay, well, let's go see the prince then. I have to get out of sight so I can teleport. So I don't want to freak out the locals. Where is Kakariko? It's here. We gotta get out of sight. Oh, nope. We gotta get out of sight. Transform. There we go. Why am I here again? Oh yeah, the prince. My little pea brain can't remember stuff good. I don't know, we all have moments like that, right? Where we walk into a room and we forget why we were there. Usually I'll go upstairs to get something, and then I'll just default to going to the bathroom, and then I'll assume that's the reason why I went up. Oh, Link. I heard from the shaman that Ilya might be able to get her memory back. Yeah, and the Zora boy opened his eyes. Yeah, I thought those were both pretty good things, but Ilya and the Zora boy seemed pretty sad still. Hello? Link. The Zora child has opened his eyes and is up and about, but all he does is go to the graveyard behind the sanctuary and pray all day and morning until night. He prays. Okay, so we got the info. I already knew that's where he was, but I just wanted to hear it from someone. Just because I remember how the game works. I wonder what happens if I approach the prince in my wolf form. Is he going to be freaked out, or is he going to be like, oh, what an elegant creature? Because Wolfling is a pretty elegant creature. Also, probably doesn't mind the occasional head scratch. A little bit behind the ear. Okay, into the spooky cave. Ouch. Okay, I'm just gonna see what happens if I become wolf. Hello. Oh, he doesn't seem very bothered by it, actually. Seems pretty chill. Meow. I still can't transform in front of him. Stop looking at me. I can't do it with you looking. Okay, what if I go behind the grave? You can't see me there, right? Oh my god, I can literally just go behind. That's really funny. And he doesn't even know. I'm the master of disguise. Is your name Link? My mother came to me in a dream. She showed me your image. She spoke of a youth who would save our domain and steer my fate, one named Link. I must thank you for all you've done. Is there anything I can... If there's anything... But I can't read. If there is anything I can ever do for you, please tell me. Please. Well, now that you mention it... Look at this doodle. I got it from DeviantArt. The Beast Man of the Snowy Mountain, perhaps. But more importantly, is this red fish it's holding? Heard you're quite a pro. It must be a reek fish. That is a rare specimen found only in the Zora village. It feeds on a valuable type of coral, and without that bait, even our best fishers cannot catch one. Oh, that's why they can't. Okay. Look closely, Link. My earring is made out of this coral. I would like to give it to you. Oh, wow. That's a fancy ear... You're really wearing this? That's absurd. Man, you're really into the fancy jewelry, huh? You got the coral earring. It's made of precious coral from Zora's domain. It's in the shape of a fishhook. It's lovely. It's rather lovely. It's been added as a hook for your fishing rod. With this, you can now catch reek fish. Wow, they really tried to make fishing a thing in this game. But fishing in this game is just mega boring, so... Nervous transforming issues. It's natural, happens to the best of us. I received it from my mother. But it is fine. I no longer need it. As I look at you, I get the sense of what my mother wanted, what I should be doing now. I will return to my village. The reek fish can be found near Mother and Child Rocks in the waterfall basin near my village. The fish are red, so I think you'll be able to spot them. Let's pan up to the sky. Very pretty. Oh, okay. Why did we pan up to the sky if the game was going to resume at the same camera angle anyway? Whatever. I'm not actually like... Sometimes I know I'm poking fun at this game. Like I'm not actually like, you know, oh, unrealistic, oh, bad design. I'm just goofing. I don't actually care about any of that stuff. This is a delightful game and I love it a lot. This is a secret tunnel to Zora's domain, I think. Very convenient considering that's the exact place where we want to go right now. It's a secret tunnel. No, this is not Zora's domain, this is Lake Hylia. Okay. I cannot warp. How about now? I cannot warp. Because I'm in the water or summon. I can't warp in the water. Oh, dip. Okay, now that I'm out of the water, I can warp. Gotta love some fast travel. The Zora's domain music is so pretty. It's very pretty. I love how you can literally stand behind it like this column just outside of people's view, and you'll be able to transform because they can't see you. But then no one connects the dots when you... What the hell? What are you doing? Now this is made out to a Mr. Zora, so I don't really know who I'd ought to receive, who'd ought to receive it. Yeah, that's a problem. I don't think that's your problem though. Clearly that's the person who wrote it. Oh, the sun is going down. Lame. Okay, so now we can catch ourselves a reek fish. Don't scream. Okay, so we can catch ourselves a reek fish. Now that we have a upgrade for our fishing rod. I don't think there's any real point to fishing in this game. You don't really get anything from it as far as I recall. No, there's no prizes, I don't think. I think you can if you fish at the fishing hole, which I should probably remember to go back to, because you can get a piece of heart there, and an empty bottle. You can fish at the fishing hole, and then you can display your catches, but I don't know if you really get anything for it. Maybe rupees? But there's like hundreds of other ways to get rupees in this game, so... That's a reek fish. This sacred fish is only found near Zora village. It reeks, hence the name. So now we can use our mighty wolf snoz to take a whiff of that. Can learn this new smell. We learned the reek fish scent. So now we can use the scent of the fish to guide us through the mountain. Oh my. Wow, the Zora are all very chill with Wolf Link. Like, if you go to Castle Town, all the people there freak out when they see you. They're all weenies. Meanwhile, Link is just looking up at them, being like, "Why does no one want to pet me?" That's what all dogs think when they're ignored. Oh, Miss Lady is gone. Okay, well, I guess I'll transform again. And now we can use our sniffer to sniff out the way. I don't know if you're able to make your way through the mountain without the scent, or if there's literally a flag or a check that prevents you from progressing, unless you did the whole fish thing. I don't really know. I don't think I've ever tried. Oh, ice wolves! They're ice wolfos. They're pretty cool, though. Okay, there is also a secret here. There's one of those secret, howling spots where we can learn a new sword skill. I don't remember whereabouts it is exactly. I think you just got to deviate off the path a little bit. There it is. It's where this Poe is. Whoa! Nearly fell. That would have been awkward. Oh, careful! I like it when he violently rips it out of the Poe's body. That's my favorite part. Okay, I might have been wrong about this being where the Howling Stone was. Oh, what? My bombs just break like that? That's bananas. I didn't even know that was a thing. Well, how about this? Really? Bomb arrows no good either? I guess I can't break that without the dungeon item. Alright. I didn't think that bombs instantly froze upon touching ice. That's news to me. Okay, the Howling Stone is not here. I think it's further up the mountain, probably. Oh, Poe! What oh? It's a Poe. Also, it looks like the storm has died down, so it's easier for me to see where I'm going. Ba, 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 ba. Try going up this way. Is this the way? No, that's the same way I was earlier. These ice wolves are really cool looking. I want to pet it. But it will probably bite my face. Let's go this way. There is a howling stone somewhere on this mountain, I swears it. I swear. One time I had a friend who was a few years younger than me, who I one time, I don't remember the context of the conversation, but I was like, I swear I didn't blah 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 blah. I was like, I said I swear. And then she gave me this like gasp. She was like, and I was like, what? And she was like, you just said a swear. And I was like, I'm sorry. You silly? What are you talking about? She's like, that's a swear word. And I was like, what is? And she was like, swear. And I was like, but you just said it like 50 times. She actually thought that the word swear was a swear word. Do you see how that might be a bit ridiculous? To be fair, she was like 6 or something, I don't know. I don't remember. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention. What was the rhythm again? What song is this? Most of the other songs that you play at these Howling Stones are from older Zelda games. But I don't recognize this one. Is this maybe a Twilight Princess original? Oh really? That was crap. I'm surprised that they allowed me to get away with that. Hello? What are you doing all the way over not here? You're so far away. I'm lonely over here. The castle looks so pretty though, check that out. I wish I could go into first person view. Now he's got to do his awoos. So whereabouts is he? He looks like he's near Eldon. Around there. Wow, how do they get that shot without moving the rock closer? That's probably what they did, I don't know. Let teachings of old pass to you. Take sword in hand and find me. We break my ankle. What ankles? I don't know what that means. He's in the graveyard. I was just there. That's so obnoxious. Alright. I like the detail that Link can't really walk on the snow very well in human form. He can with his dog paws, with his toe beans. Okay, that Howling Stone was not hidden at all because the trail literally takes you to it. I was under the impression that it was more hidden. I was like, ooh, you gotta be all sneaky and find it. No, it's just right there. Gosh, it's a little bit chilly. I don't want to get hit by those ice keys because they're probably going to freeze me up real good. I just deleted him. There was no impact sound or anything. Just perished. Ooh, there's hands. Oh, it's probably because the Yeti comes through here. Spoiler alert, there's a giant Yeti. Does he even fit through the door? Ooh. Uh-oh. Unwanted company. Well, it just, like, kind of poops them out, doesn't it? Okay, gotta kill these two at the same time. There we go. If you leave one of those guys standing, then they'll revive the others, so you gotta... Can't leave one standing. Oh man, it's so dark. Now that we've opened up a teleport point here, I'm actually gonna go over to the graveyard and do that. Get that sword skill, because I can just teleport back here now. You'll use your brain. Okay, so I think he's just in the graveyard, right? I believe. Oh, a Poe. Makes sense for a Poe to be here. I wonder if I have enough Poes to give to, what was his name, Giovanni? Because he said he wanted a certain amount. But I don't recall how many he wanted initially. I've got 15. I think he said something like 8 or something. I mean, there's way more in the game. He starts out by asking for a certain amount, and then he keeps increasing it and gives you new rewards each time. I think for the first reward, I think he said like 8 or something. So I can make a quick stop over there. Since I'm out and about anyway. We meet again. There are but a few hidden skills left for me to teach you. I have warned you of this before, but if you fail to execute the hidden skill I'm about to teach you, your life may be forfeit. It's a bit over the top, don't you think? Do you still wish to master this skill? Sure. But before we begin, I must test you over to ensure you have mastered the last secret skill I taught you, the Mortal Draw. Now then, come at me. I actually didn't forget I had this, surprisingly. Excellent. It appears you are certainly capable of performing my lost art. Very well. My 6th hidden skill is the Jump Strike. Let it be honed into your mind. So yeah, this is the charging Jump Strike. I have no idea what the final skill is. I don't remember at all. I don't know where the Howling Stone for that one is either. One of the basic sword techniques is the jump attack. It inflicts great damage, but none would call it effective against multiple foes. To perform the jump strike, prepare a jump attack but focus power in your blade. The surge the blade releases can strike all enemies around you. You just gotta like flail it around like a crazy person. This is the jump strike. Lock on with ZL and then press and hold A. Wait for just the right time to release your strength. Oh god. You can just do that, apparently? Swoosh. Was that good? Did I do it? Impressive. Do not forget the timing for releasing the power you just felt. The 6th hidden skill, the jump strike, has been passed on. Woo! You learned the 6th hidden skill, the jump strike, while ZL targeting, press and hold the yeah whatever. There is but one hidden skill left for me to pass on to you. You are already endowed with the strength required of the hero. Do you not already feel the courage granted by this strength as it guides you step by step towards your true enemy? Believe in your strength. Continue to push forward unflinchingly and without straying from your path. May we meet again. I don't remember what the final skill is, like at all. The only thing I can think of is maybe an improved spin attack, but I don't know for sure if that is what it is. I'm gonna go to Castle Town and redeem my souls. They're magical demonic gumballs, and I gotta give them to him. Unfortunately, he is too frozen in gold to answer the door, so I gotta tunnel my way in with my wolf abilities. Hello, dog. Say, what would you say you're good at? I'm good at picking stuff up. Really, I'd rather be playing in a meadow, but my master doesn't understand. Who's your master? Can I have this bone? Can I have it? Share? Share the bone? What the hell? Oh, they're scared of me. I took your bone. It's my bone. Alright. Here, take back. Oh well, I kind of landed that, huh? I kind of landed that perfect. Stop screaming! You'll wake up the whole town. You goober. Ah, it's the house with all the kitty cats. And you can talk to them. Oh, hello, this is my first time in this town. I'm looking for someone named Louise. She's supposed to be in this town as well. Where's the bar? You know Louise? I hear voices coming from Giovanni's room, but I wonder if there's something keeping him there. Aw, little kittens, they're so cute. I can't transform back into my Hylian form with him watching. Doggy, look, I still can't move. I need to move. Quick, you have to bring me the remaining ghost souls. I still need 5 more. Oh, right, I don't have enough. Whoops. Alright, come back when I have 5 more. I thought that I had enough. Mew. Cats are screaming at me. Maybe a bit overkill to use one of my sword skills on the bats. Hello, sir. I like this guy. He's nice. He's got a big fish. Look at those eyes. Whoa! I heard a ruckus and, just a human. I see humans not often, huh? Why human come to snows? You on spiritual journey? You look for true self? Sure. I mean, aren't we all? You look for a long time. That was joke. Yeti's joke too, huh? You look for something else, sir? Tell truth. Yes, I am. He's nice. I like him. Ah, you look for a mirror in such faraway place. Why not say so before? But you make a good climb, and you lucky to meet me. I found shiny mirror piece. Same mirror you look for, huh? You come to house and see yourself. I caught fish. I make you hot meal, at least. My house is far away. We slide there, huh? You do like me, come. He's so nice. Not only is he just really nice, but he loves to joke, and you gotta appreciate someone who likes to joke. And he knows how to have a good time, clearly. And he's like, oh, you're looking for a mirror? I have the mirror you're looking for, and I'll just frickin' give it to you, because I'm just a nice person. And not only that, but I'll make you a hot meal. Unless I'm the meal. Either... It just... Like, I already know that the Yeti is nice, but if this was my first time playing the game, I wonder if I would clock onto the idea that maybe he just wanted to get me to his house so he could cook me. Maybe I'm too naive. But no, I played this game before, he's chill. He's chill like this block of ice I'm sledding on. Also, yes, this game does have sledding. You gotta be careful, you gotta get the 6 shortcuts. There's like some extra rupees and stuff you can find on the course if you're sneaky. So there's no music, it's very awkward. There's a mini game after you do the dungeon where you can race Mr. Yeti Man, and that has music. But for now, it's just a silent trek through the mountain. Yump. And a yump. Oh crap! Yeah, we made it! Sweet! Here? What's with this guy? He's got a nice place for a beast man. What's that supposed to mean? Anyway, I actually think I'm going to leave the stream here for today. I guess I haven't been streaming for too terribly long today, but this feels like a very good natural stopping point, so... I feel like I'm good for today. Like, I don't know if I have time to go through an entire, like, another dungeon, you know? So... this one, well, this dungeon isn't that complicated, but it's, I don't know. It's one I think I want to be going fresh for. So when we resume next time, we'll go straight into the next dungeon. And then, because like, as soon as we go through that door, it's the dungeon, so... And then, who knows, maybe we'll be able to do 2 dungeons next time, because if we start right away with a dungeon, then that'll already give us plenty of time to do another one. Because now, you know, it's just dungeon. There's not all that, you know, finding the Tears of Light malarkey that you do before. So, you know, I might be able to do 2 dungeons next time. So yeah, that is the gist. Thank you very much for joining me. I'm going to be wrapping up here in just a minute, so if there's anything anyone wants to say, you have a chance. But thank you very much for joining me. If you were joining me on the VOD, whether that be on Twitch or over on YouTube, thank you very much. It was really appreciated. Got a few new followers too. That was really nice as well. Wasn't expecting that today. I had a nice stream today. This was a very nice chill one, which is cool because it's been over a week since the last time I streamed, which is very out of the ordinary for me. But you know, it's just how it went. Also, sorry, I didn't hydrate. Should probably save. Yay, progress! Should hopefully be able to make a lot more progress next time. So yeah, we're gonna continue with this next time. I'll be streaming next on let's see. Oh, weird time for a bot. Huh. Yeah, I'll be streaming next on, let's see. Sunday today, so I might be streaming on Wednesday because the weather's looking a lot nicer next week. So I might stream on Wednesday. If I don't, then I'll be streaming next on Friday. Um, and I'll also stream on Sunday next week, which will be more of this. I might stream more of this on Wednesday. I'm not sure. But yeah, I have a playthrough slot open for Fridays now, but I'm being a bit strategic about it because there's a game that I want to stream on Fridays, but I can't start playing that until the week after next week. So next Friday, I'm just going to do a one-off. And so I might do Hyrule Warriors on Friday. But I also have another idea of another one-off game that I might like to play on Friday. So, you know, stick around for that if you want. But I'll be playing more of this either on Wednesday or on Sunday. So, yeah, join me for that if you like. So thanks for hanging out, Insomniac, as well, as always. And yeah, I think I'm all good for today. Made some good progress today, so that's nice. Yeah, so I'm ready to wrap up. So with all that being said, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Stay safe, and I hope to see you all again very soon. Of course. All right, take care. Bye bye.